Good evening, Carla Hartley here. I'm the managing partner for Harley Lamas, a family law firm in Ventura County, California. And I have 3 things that may be of interest to you tonight. To start with the first one, Ventura County is going to be extending its stay-at-home orders until May 15th, 2020. That is tracking with what Los Angeles County is doing through May 15th, 2020. And I think while this is a great inconvenience for everyone, it is the inconvenience we all have to live with. So many of us have been hoping that this closure period was coming to an end. It will come to an end. It has not yet. So I'm going to share a tidbit of wisdom I learned in the Marine Corps. When you've got orders you don't like, don't spend a lot of time complaining. Just get the work done. Find a way to make the best of it. One of the rules I developed when I was in the Marine Corps is if I have to do it, I'm going to find a way to like it. I think that's a good rule for life, and it's a really good rule for what we're all going through right now. So that's the first thing. We're staying safe at home through May 15th. However, the orders that are coming from the county are interesting. They have added to the list of essential businesses. For instance, car dealerships, you can now buy a car, that's an essential service. Real estate transactions, that's deemed an essential service. So we're seeing a loosening up as we go through time. And I think we will continue to see that loosening up. And I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased to see that. I think maybe this isn't altogether all bad. I think we're on our way out of this and that our leadership is starting to get us there. So the body blow that we dealt with today is we got the administrative order from the Superior Court, and Ventura County Superior Court is closed to non-emergency business now until May 12th. They were due to reopen on April 20th. However, the closure has been extended to May 12th, and you can still get emergency services. If you have, we are finding that we're quite effective at getting clients who need help now, and it's a legit emergency. We are finding that we are very effective at getting them the relief that they need. So I'm encouraged by that. I'm encouraged that we are still answering the phones, we're still talking to people, we're still getting calls, and I think that is good, because I think being helpful is really important to us right now. Being helpful and of course saving this little family that we've built at the office is important to us right now too. We are dispersed. We are finding ways to make it work for us though. So the third thing I'm going to talk to you about tonight is how to work from home safely and how to keep the morale of your staff up. We've done a couple of things. I think I've mentioned that you have to be cautious with the software that you're using for these meetings. That as attorneys, we have got a huge burden to keep our clients' information confidential. So GoToMeeting is the app that we use, and it is not as user-friendly as Zoom, but it is much more secure. It meets all the HIPAA standards, and it is not expensive. It is of course not cheap. It's an additional expense for many, but it seems to be working very well for us. And we have instituted a Monday through Friday daily half-hour meeting at 1:30 on GoToMeeting. And it's, I think, become something that we're looking forward to. I am very happy to see that some of the people that I was a little worried about are showing up for GoToMeeting with, their hair combed and they're shaved, or their makeup is on, and, they're in nice clothes for the meeting. Even if they're only in those nice clothes for a half an hour, that's cool. We're having that meeting. And we discuss the challenges that we're facing. For instance, we needed to get a couple of reams of paper and some toner out to one of our attorneys that's working remotely, and and a ring light out to another one. The ring light is needed because the lighting that attorney has in his office left his face completely in shadow, and we want to see the people we're talking to. And when we're talking to clients on the video conferencing, we want them to see us too. We want to see your faces. We want you to see our faces. So that's a couple of things. Those are a couple more tips that I was planning to give you. The daily meeting is a big deal. It's good for morale, and it's good for the exchange of information. We get to talk about cases, we get to exchange ideas, and we get to make sure one another's needs are met. Then the other thing is the ring light. Oh my gosh. It makes such a difference to have adequate lighting when you are having to talk to someone on the video. We can look quite haggard if we have bad lighting. So I would encourage all of you to look for the little cameras, the tripods, and the ring lights to make your GoToMeeting or Zoom sessions, but your video sessions, something that just don't make you roll your eyes and hate it. Okay, the last thing I want to talk to you about working safely at home. This is something that we discovered not by accident. My husband did it on purpose. But many people, when they're working from home, are hunched over these laptops, and it's a very difficult and uncomfortable thing. It's not good for your eyes. It's not good for your posture. It leads to headaches, and I think it leads to dissatisfaction in a big way with what you're doing. So what we have done, and what I would suggest that you do, is find a way to use your television for your computer monitor. This came about in our firm several months ago when I was working from home one day a week, because I get a lot done if I don't have a lot of interruptions. So one day a week for at least a half a day, I would work from home. And I was asking my husband, I said the laptop screen I had was too small, so I asked him for a bigger laptop screen, a larger laptop. And I was absolutely furious when I came home and he had hooked up the ginormous TV in the living room to a computer and put GoToMyPC on that. GoToMyPC permits us to log in behind the firewall at the office, so that we're not carrying classified documents back. Well, not classified, that's an old military term. We're not carrying confidential documents back and forth, or risking the laptop being stolen with something classified or confidential on it. If it gets stolen, we just change the password on GoToMyPC. It's that simple. So at any rate, I had to eat crow on that one. I was so mad at him. Now, or before this started, I really enjoyed being the person sitting at home in my recliner with my giant monitor on the wall, the television, and my wireless keyboard, just logged in behind the firewall at work and working as though I'm at work, but without interruptions, and so comfortably. So we've done that for our attorneys who are working remotely. They have the computer, they have the television set up, so they're not working on a little dinky laptop, and it's making all of us a lot more productive. It also makes the GoToMeeting thing more fun, because on GoToMeeting, when you have several people in one meeting, the iPad or the laptop screen isn't big enough for everyone to be on there. So you have people talking that you can't see. So I think the TV as a monitor is a really good solution. And I happen to know that you can buy 32 to 36 inch TVs very inexpensively right now. So an HDMI cord sets you up. It's a good thing. I want to encourage parents who are trying to teach their kids on very small screens to also consider hooking the computer up to the television. I think it will give you more control over what's going on with your kids, and maybe make them more interested, because a bigger screen is more fun. I don't know if they want to see, their teacher's head as tall as their shoulders, but it might be something that they need to remember, that person is in authority in that classroom, and I have fun thinking about it. So those are my tips for today. That's my news. It's everything I can give you today. I am still going to ask that you try to be kind. I heard about someone who has a case where a neighbor grabbed the basketball hoop and threw it into the other neighbor's yard. Be kind extends to your neighbors. They're stuck at home too. And really, don't throw things in your neighbor's yard. Try. I'm so proud of how most of us are behaving. But people are going to crack, and sometimes when you press people, icky stuff comes squeezing out. Try to make sure that when you're under pressure, when we're under pressure, what comes squeezing out is gracious and kind and reasonable. We are looking at a deadline, I think, of about May 15th. I think we have every expectation of being able to get back to a real life at about that time. In the meantime, keep in mind that some experts are saying we're going to have kind of rolling shutdowns for the next little while. So you might as well find a way to make working from home as comfortable and as productive as possible. I will try to continue helping with that, although I'm primarily a tech user, and don't ask me questions about how to set this stuff up. That's what my husband does. You guys have a good night.